When do we use standard form or scientific notation? This is usually used when you want to easily represent a very large or very small number. I've listed two examples here, one with a very large number, 162,123,279. If we were to represent this number using scientific notation or standard form, this would be represented as 1.62123,279 by 10 to the power of 8. Similarly, if we were to represent this very small number here, 0.00000253, we would represent this in scientific notation as 2.53 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 7. The format is pretty simple. It looks at the number and it gives us the first part, which must be a decimal number greater than 1 but less than 10. The second part is an exponent of 10. That is to say, that is 10 to the power of x. The exponent is based on the number of times that we move the decimal point to form that first part. Large numbers usually have a positive index. Very large numbers such as these, we would always notice that the index is positive. The number 8 is the number of times that we move that point from our large number of 123,279 all the way to get it in front of that 1 to get this 1.621 number, right? So the number of times that we move that point, you'd see me moving it here, right? And I check each number of time that we would have moved that point across. That's how we get this exponent 8. And again, because we have a large number, the index is always positive. Small numbers are quite the opposite. The power is always negative. We're going to count the number of times that we move this point across. So you'd see I've labeled them here 1 through 7 to get that point in front of this 2 in order to form the first part of this number. Here's a worked example. You're required to write the number 5,326.6 using scientific notation. Let's look at the steps. Our first step is to work out the first part, which makes a decimal number between 1 and 10. Taking our original number 5,326.6, we're going to move this decimal point 3 times to the left in order to get it just in front of 5. We want it in front of 5, so we get this nice number this nice small number that's between 0 and 10. Step 2, we ask ourselves, how many times did we move this point? The number of times that we move this point is written in red to the bottom, and this point was moved 3 times in order to get it in front of that 5. Step 3, is it a positive or negative index? Because it's a large number, meaning that it's greater than 0, the index is going to be positive. Bringing this all together, we get an answer of 5.326 multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. Now you try a few. And when you finish, we're going to post those answers. All right, so are you done? Let's see. Did you get the answers correct? Check your answers. If you got it wrong, go back to the steps and see where your mistakes are. Thanks for joining us today.